All right, so next stop on the 2019 Figure 9 multifamily real estate market tour. Boom, got it out.
Yeah, it's a lot of words.
Next stop was Austin.
Yeah.
And I've spent a little bit of time in Austin before this trip. It's a really cool town, lots going on, and a ton of growth.
Yeah, really cool town. We had a lot of fun there, riding scooters around and checking out the city. So yeah, it's definitely a cool growth town. So stats wise, you're going to see that in the statistics. So 4% growth there. Vacancies at 6.7%. Your jobs are 2.4, which is a fair number.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
2.4%. And then the population was one of the highest that we saw on the market tour. So that's 2.4% population growth. So people are moving there, which is cool, which is really cool.
And you can definitely tell. City like Austin, I mean, there's a ton of stuff under construction.
Right.
There were quite a few cranes, lots of new buildings, multifamily, office, all kinds of different real estate that's been developed and growing right now for sure.
Yeah, it's a happening place for sure.
So a couple of the pros there, as we noted already, it's definitely a growing population base. There's lots of job growth and new opportunities for people moving into the area.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes a ton of sense that way. And there's also a lot of business growth and just a lot of growth in the overall economic base in Austin. There were a few cons we noted though.
Yeah, so the cons, I think, were development. There's a lot of competition there, so a lot of cranes in the sky. And as far as the value add stuff, that's a little tougher when it makes so much more sense to just develop from ground up. A lot of the value add opportunities have been taken, and so with that, there's a limited deal flow as well. Right. So we didn't see a lot of options out there. There wasn't a lot for sale in that value add space, and what was there was kind of priced at the top of the market. So it was pretty expensive as was. So it didn't make a lot of sense for us to move forward there.
And one of the interesting things on the development side too, I've heard from some of my previous trips with a few other people I know in that market. Some of the developers, because it's grown so quickly, some of the developers are just not able to get permits and things in time. So that quick of growth, I've heard of quite a few people that are doing larger development projects, not even bothering to get permits and things, and just paying the fines and fees.
Just build the code
get stuff going, and it still makes sense. So if people are doing that, there's definitely enough growth to be able to make a market work. But on the development side. So when it comes to value add, it's a little more challenging because now you're competing with brand new inventory.
Right. So, Yep. So I think general impressions, like you said, it's a great market. Obviously, if you're developing ground up, that's not really our business plan at this point. So that didn't really fit. Obviously, the permitting limitations are a factor. I think it's a competitive market for real estate.
Across the board, it's really competitive there, you can tell.
You're right. It's like stuff's moving really quickly. Everybody's sort of wanting a space and willing to pay top dollar for it. Again, that's cool. That doesn't really work for where we're at. So I don't know. What's your thought?
Well, for now, definitely want to keep an eye on Austin. If nothing else, just because it's a cool town.
Yeah. Get back there as much as you can.
Right.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think we're going to pass as far as looking for any value add opportunities. So we'll keep focusing on some other markets.
And again, as with all these markets, I mean, there are players in the space that are going to be able to make money doing multifamily value add. For us, with the options that we have, we're going to pass and look for greener pastures.
Yep.
Even greener, because it's fairly green. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
So, yep.
Awesome. All right. So next stop is Dallas, Fort Worth. We'll be back then.